Welcome to mrmartinsdigs.com. Today we're going to talk about how to get started using a spreadsheet, in this case Microsoft Excel. We're going to use the simple interest formula to do some financial analysis on the economics of buying a car. We're going to use the simple interest formula, which is interest equals price times rate times time. To set that, each one of these little rectangles here is called a cell in a spreadsheet. For example, this is cell D6 and so forth. Here we have a formula bar because each cell has the ability to do complex math. And so to get started here, we're going to create a little chart and we're going to get a price for a car, and then we're going to get a bank rate and a time, and then we're going to calculate the interest and our total cost of purchasing that car, and then we're going to finally figure out our payment per month. In a spreadsheet, we can change the spacing of each cell. If I click over here and then take this, you can see my cursor changing, and that'll space out the cell width a little bit. And we can also create a table here and put some borders on it with this little guy here. We can also change the size of the font here and make it bold, and we can also create a nice, looking table here. So in this case, if we buy a car, we're going to borrow money from a bank, we're going to finance it for a certain amount of years or months, and then we're going to calculate the interest on that car. Then we're going to add the interest to the price and find out what the total cost of us buying this car is. And finally, we're going to divide that total cost by the payment per month. Divide the total cost by the number of months that we're financing it for and get the payment per month. In this case, let's just take a random number for a car. So let's say we're purchasing a car that cost, let's say, $25,000. Notice I put the dollar sign in there first, and that tells the cell that we're dealing with currency here. And we're going to borrow. This is the rate that the bank charges us to borrow that money. So for this case, we'll just say, let's say it's 3.25%. And we're going to finance it. Typically, most cars are financed for 5 years. So time is in years. We're just going to put that 5 there. We're going to calculate the interest, and to do that, we're going to put an equal sign here and multiply it by this star this, and hit enter to get the interest rate.
Mr. Martin, I think you logged out. It still says 5%.
So there's the interest, which we add to the price to get our total cost. So when I put my cursor in this cell, I start the formula by putting an equal sign here, and then I add this, and it puts the cell label there, and then plus on the keypad this, enter, gives us the value, and that's the total cost. And finally, the payment per month is the total cost divided by the number of months. So we're going to put an equal sign there and take this, do the slash to divide, and then the total number of months is parentheses this value times 12, as in 12 months per year, and enter. So the cost is going to be $484. Now this needs to be currency, so we need to right click this, format the cells to currency, and hit OK. And finally, the power of an Excel spreadsheet is having the ability to dynamically change all these numbers if we change this number. So let's say we change this to 28,000. And all of that changes automatically. So there you have it. You can change any of these values. All of this changes automatically, so you can put it in a lot of what-if scenarios in this Excel financial analysis spreadsheet.